is I had to become a Catholic priest. I had to go back to my original vocation, because you cannot be a satanic priest unless, first of all, you're a Catholic priest. And if that surprises you, I just suggest that you go and you read some of the medieval literature. You'll see that that is in fact the case.
My intention is to reveal tonight, whenever you're going to see this video, a few things that might shock you. Like, for example, the revelation that in the Vatican himself we have over 40 cardinals that are Muslim and that are practicing the Jehoshua, which is a specific holy book that the Muslims use for specific purposes, and called the Jehoshua al-Kabiri. And this book is being left to the descendants of Mohammed for a specific purpose, also leading to the end of times.
What is the purpose?
To be able to control that evil, those evil forces that, for example, the majority, unfortunately, in the Vatican practices with the black masses, with the evocation of certain entities, with the use of these demons. Now, people must say, how is possible the Pope is evoking demons? Well, if you just do a little bit of brief history lessons and you go and study the history of the Vatican, you will find that from Papa Onofre to many other popes in the Vatican, they have been practicing magicians themselves, using evocations, publishing also material on these evocations, through who? The Jesuit order is in charge of the esoteric side of the Vatican. This has happened because the esoteric order is very important for the Vatican, as it includes all this secret information regarding the evocations and how they should be done. It's so important that people have to realize that the Vatican is hiding something, but what is actually the Vatican hiding? The Vatican is hiding books and important rituals of evocation.
White magic and black magic is a Catholic term. When they were burning people at the stake for being witches, they wanted to protect themselves that practiced it. So they invented the term white witchcraft or white magic and black magic. Witches, in their books, will tell you that it doesn't exist.
I'm against the Catholic Church for one reason, okay? It's because when I was in, well, it's two reasons. When I was in the Catholic Church, the occult world received a sanction from Pope Paul that white witchcraft was permissible for Catholics to practice. And second, I can watch Catholic Mass. I can go in and write our Masses down, our rites in witchcraft, and let you read them as they go through them in the Catholic Church. Most of the doctrine of the saints, the doctrine of the mighty ones in witchcraft. The doctrine of the wine being turned to blood, that's in witchcraft. Okay? The doctrine almost of everything, the altar, minus the knife, is the only thing missing on the Catholic altar from the witchcraft altar. And in some countries, not America, not the knife, but the scourge, which is also on the witchcraft altar, is laid on the Catholic altar.
So, everything, the bell, the incense, the whole ritual, their holy water is a salt water mixture. This comes from witchcraft, which they do exorcism with. Everything that they do comes out of witchcraft, and they can't get around it.
And most of all the doctrines of the virgins, the nuns, the doctrines of the priesthood, and so these are all come from the temples of Diana in Rome, and were invested into the Christian church at the Nicene Council. Okay? It was back when the witches got smart. They said, if we can't beat them, we'll join them. And they've been doing it ever since.
So, since the time of the Reformation, the Vatican didn't want the Protestant world to be left out of control. They said, okay, we might leave them independence, but in the meantime we have the Jesuits controlling them in any way possible, also through these links, like the secret societies.
But just so you know that too, a lot of card-carrying Illuminists, well, we don't really carry cards, but I'm using that term, yes, are members of the Baptist Church, are members of Pentecostal churches. In fact, I was on the worship team for a Wesleyan church in San Diego in my day life. To them, it's not infiltrating, it's helping. They think they're helping the group or helping people by becoming a member and spreading the influence.
we're going to see now is, this is according to the book by Dr. James Wardner, Unholy Alliances. He says that Mr. Jim Shaw, former 33rd degree Mason who left Masonic Lodge, says that when he became a 33rd degree Mason, when he was initiated in Washington, D.C., the House of the Temple, there was someone there, an internationally prominent evangelist, was there to help him through his initiation, and present there, who was none other than Billy Graham.
So one of the biggest evangelists, Bible preaching religious figures, Protestant figures, is a Freemason.
Well, according to that book, that's what it says. So that's what he put in the book. That's what he claims Jim Shaw said, who was there. So that's interesting.
Here's Billy Graham. He says, he declares in his sermon, there comes a time when we have to fight for peace and pray that out of the Gulf War will come a new peace, and as suggested by our president, a new world order. He knows about the new world order.